Hey there, welcome back to StarCraft 2, or welcome if you're new. Good to have you here either way. Nice to see you, nice to have you around. Playing a bit of a Zerg versus random game here. See how that ends up going for me. I'm kind of back on my grind set, back on the want to build nothing but Banelings mindset. I don't know if it's like a super great mindset to have, but it's the one that I operate on. There's just something about the unit that is just so appealing to me. If he doesn't have a second base down yet, I'm assuming I'm playing against a Terran player and he's just like gonna float it down later. Either that or I'm getting cheesed. I've got no fucking idea what's about to happen to me, but we'll find out, I guess. Going to inject both of these bases. Gonna build a couple overlords. I think it's supposed to be inject the bases, build two more drones, and then go on to the overlords, but you know. So does he have like a typical wall set up here? I haven't seen anything float down. Oh, so it's not a, okay. Nest is coming down. This inject is coming out. About to build a bunch more lings. Make sure both of these injects are online. Move this over here so I can see if a move out's actually happening. I fucked up my build order a little bit, so I'm hoping that I can get the amount of units out that I want to get out. I guess to go start building this base, move all these guys down here. Speed's also a little bit late. Nest is up though. This base is coming online. I'm getting a third. Re-inject this base, wait for these lings to get across. Just gonna do a bit of a bust here. Build a few more lings. I'm gonna want to get this online. Go run all these boys up his ramp. Seems important. That's a lot of drone kills. So I didn't kill those zealots, which maybe I should have, but I set his economy super far behind and he's only on the one base. I don't think this guy has much Protoss experience, which I'm going to try to take advantage of here. Just going to build another base. More workers. This base should be upgrading. I'm going to turn you into an Evo chamber. Probably just two of them. Wait till I've got a fuck ton of lings built up over here. Build more Banes. This base is upgrading. 3 more workers, 2 more workers. Injects are finished. This base should have its own queen. Add this base to my hotkeys. And go do some damage. Run those guys in, go kill some more workers, make sure that second base stays down, and I'm in a pretty good start to my day. Other than monumentally fucking up my build order in like every conceivable way, it went good. Yeah, it was a weird one for me. I forgot to build my Overlord on time, so this guy was really late, and I tried to get my hatchery down at a good time anyways, so I just kind of screwed up the entire like early tempo of what I was doing. And then all my lings were late as well. Didn't really matter that game though, so I'm happy with it. Anyways, I'll just get into another one here. Not much to think about in that game. There's just somebody that didn't know how to play their race. Alright, on to game 2. I'm going to be trying to play against a Terran player, a guy named Madness by the looks of it. He's got a bunker out front of his main. I don't know how many lings I need to break through that, or how many Banes it would take to just like rip through that easily and cleanly. But I should probably try to take a look at his high ground as well if I can. And another Overlord on here. Like, can't see why that would hurt. Couple more guys. Pop my injects here, and then next 2 larva's got to be Overlords. He's gonna die. So unfortunately I'm going to lose this Overlord. Not a lot I can do about that at this point. Going to get a Baneling nest online. Got a new one heading out. I already replaced him. Larva finished, so I'm going to build a bunch of lings. New Overlord should be coming out already. I'd hope so, at least. I'd like to think that I can spend all my larvae and that I didn't lose 2 of them, but I thought I built 2 already, unless I just talked about it and forgot to actually do it. In which case, my entire timing is now fucked. So I've got, like, these guys. I guess I can send them across while I wait for more lings, just get them morphed and ready. Re-inject here. I think I spent that inject poorly, so now I'm in like kind of an awkward position. I definitely got to get a 3rd base online. 2nd base needs a queen. These guys can all start morphing. Send some more lings across. I need like a good count of them if I'm going to try to do any like meaningful damage here. Get this 3rd base online. Get a creep tumor down because I'm probably going to need one. Get this base fully set up, get those gases started. 3rd base is on its way, wait for all these lings to be together. Okay, so these guys can all go try to kill. Bunker's gonna go down, run all this stuff up to break his door. Hellion ended up dying. A couple of them did. I got both of his doors down. Just gotta make sure that these creep tumors actually spread, that this 3rd base comes up, gets a queen on it. This base needs to upgrade. I should go into probably roaches off the back of this so that I can stay into like a decent like transition in this game here. This base needs queens, build like a couple workers here. I've got like a bunch more lings that I can send in. Hopefully he didn't rebuild his shit too fast. I don't think he has a lot of Hellions. Okay, so he built another Hellion. He's got Blue Flame online. So that's probably his plan long term, which means I need to pivot into something. This queen and this queen need to work together to kill that Hellion. Keep this one down on the low ground here, back you up, get that inject going. Send them back across, try to do some damage here. Gonna get range upgrades online. I never started these gases. Like, I started them, but I never got them working. And get this base going, build like a few more workers, try to do some damage to this tank and the Hellion. So those guys are gonna die. I can start getting roaches out now, though. I probably want roaches and lings, and to keep upgrades going, though. I'm not making a lot of gas income, but that shouldn't be too bad. I need more overlords. That's something I forgot about for a while here. So I should have like a few roaches for base defense now. I feel like I could have gotten so much more damage out of this game. Just didn't work out that way. Waiting for overlords to spawn. I can get this base fully finished. Make sure my injects are happening. More roaches. Morph some of these to ravagers. Getting more gas online. Spread my creep. Gonna go grab this base. Probably going to try to come in this way now, or go to my high ground. Maybe I should get, like, spores to deal with that. If he comes in on this direction, then I'm ready for him, but he just sent his stuff all the way home. I'm going to go try to do some damage then. He doesn't have, like, a typical 3rd base setup, so maybe I can get to him on the high ground up here. Move these workers down 1. I just finished 1-1, so this is as good a time as any to do damage. I want to build more roaches, though. This is a slaughter. Just got too much for this guy to deal with. I can just go start killing these depots. Do more damage, kill more workers. This game is pretty much over. Just make sure I keep injects up, keep this going. Sit on top of his production. Kill one of these barracks, kill this tech lab, make tanks harder to make, stop him from mining any of this. And that's game. Morphing a bunch of Ravagers in his base in case he starts trying to fly stuff away, but his economy's so shafted and his units are so dead that, I mean, it's just game off the back of that. I like to think that even if my first attack there wasn't as impactful as it could have possibly been, that I at least made the guy, like, panic and start trying to put his shit back together and, like, kind of lose track of his game plan. So I'm happy with how that went. I feel like both of these games were pretty, like, free, though. Recently, I've been trying to transition into my mid-game a bit cleaner. I feel like one of the big problems that I've run into with the build that I'm currently doing is that even in games where I get, like, a really good attack, if not, like, game-ending, I just don't transition into anything off the back of it for too long. But we'll see if that changes against Arashi here. And that's game. Weird. I guess the guy doesn't like playing against Zerg players. You know, I'm going to take that as a positive note, and I'll just take that as my third win, as anticlimactic as it is. Thanks for joining me for some StarCraft 2 today. Drop a like on the video if you stuck around this long. Hit that sub button if you want to see more StarCraft, or just whatever else I'm doing at the time. And have a lovely morning, noon, or night. Peace.